Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Learn Academic English, where I teach lessons for intermediate and advanced English learners who want to take their English to the next level. In today's lesson, I have a quick video for you about how to answer questions like, have you ever? These are super common questions that we use in speaking, but the way that you answer them might be a little bit more complicated or different than you might expect. So let's take a look first at what these questions are. We use have you ever questions to ask about something that you have done at some time in your life. Notice the timeline here, that this event happened at some time in your life in the past. But when you ask this question, the exact time is not known, and that's why we use present perfect. For example, you can ask, have you ever ridden a motorcycle? So I'm asking about some time in your life. We usually add the word ever to ask at some point. You can also take the word ever out and say, have you ridden a motorcycle? That's fine too. And the quick answer is just yes, I have, or no, I haven't. So use the same helping verb. Notice also that we're using the present perfect, not the present perfect continuous for these types of questions. Okay? Now notice also that you cannot ask these questions with a past time word. This is a common mistake that I see sometimes. For example, have you ever met this teacher last year? You cannot add this past word. If you want to add a past word, you need to use simple past. So for this tense, you cannot add a past time word to the question. Okay, next, let's look at how you can respond. So again, you can respond with a short answer, yes, I have, no, I haven't, or you can also respond in past tense to give more detail. So what's happening here? Again, the question is asking about some time in the past, but when you answer, you might want to be specific and tell, yes, I did that 2 years ago. So let's take a look. Have you ever ridden a motorcycle? Yes, I have. I rode one when I was 20. I wasn't a fan. So you can see here that we're using the same verb to answer, but then we switch to past tense to give more detail about that event. I rode one when I was 20. Now we know the time. And I wasn't a fan. I didn't like it. Let's take a look at some more examples and we'll practice answering them together. So now that you know what these questions mean and how to answer them, let's practice with some examples. Have you ever been to California? Now in this one, I actually took out the word ever to show you that we can use the question without ever, but it is more common to use ever because it emphasizes that meaning of some point in time in the past. So have you been to California? I'm going to answer, yes, I have. In fact, I live here. I moved here 20 years ago. Have you ever eaten snake? How about you? Have you ever eaten snake? I haven't. Have you ever ridden a roller coaster? Notice that the voice goes up because this is a yes-no question. And I can answer, yes, I have. In fact, I rode a lot of roller coasters when I was a teenager. Next one, have you ever played tennis? How about you? Have you ever played tennis? I'm going to answer, no, I haven't. I have practiced a few times, but I've never actually played a real game of tennis. Have you ever taken the TOEFL? I haven't, but my husband has. My husband took the TOEFL about 20 years ago. And have you ever wanted to live abroad? To live abroad means to live in another country. How about you? Have you ever wanted to live abroad? I'm going to answer this and say, yes, I have. In fact, I lived in the Czech Republic when I was in my early 20s. but I would love to live abroad again. So again, notice with our responses that we can give more detail in the past tense to talk about the specific event that happened in the past, or we can even use present tense to talk about something that we may want to do again in the future. I will leave a few more examples in the description box below, as well as a link to my other grammar lessons if you would like to learn more. Please don't forget to give this video a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. That really helps me to grow my channel and reach more English learners like you. Thank you so much, and I'll see you back next time. Take care.